A dark truth behind Antarctica, but governments don't want you to know. Antarctica, the coldest place on Earth, the driest, the most isolated. A land so hostile that no civilization has ever permanently lived here. No cities, no roads, no borders. And yet it is one of the most heavily regulated places on the entire planet. Not protected because it's fragile, not protected because it's dangerous, but protected because across itself is controlled. And that alone should make you uncomfortable. Because Antarctica is not just protected from tourists, it is protected from everyone. So today we are not talking about movie theories, not fiction, not clickbait. We are talking about real facts, documented events, and unanswered questions that surround the most mysterious continent on Earth. And by the end of this video, you may realize Antarctica is not what we are told it is. A continent bigger than Europe and still unknown. Antarctica covers almost 14 million square kilometers. That's larger than Europe, larger than Australia, larger than most people can even imagine. And yet less than 1% of it has been directly explored. Most of what we know comes from satellites, radar scans, and controlled expeditions. You might say, well, it's just ice, endless snow. What's there to explore? But if that's true, why is Antarctica governed by one of the most strictest international agreement ever created? Yes, that's agreement. The Antarctic Treaty, a global agreement like no other. In 1959, during the height of Cold War, something unusual happened. Over 50 countries, many of them enemies, signed a single agreement, the Antarctic Treaty. It states no country can own Antarctica, no military activities, no weapon testing, no nuclear explorations, no mining, no unrestricted exploration. Now think about that. Countries fight wars over oil, they invade nations over land, they compete violently for resources. But here, they all agree to step back, to leave an entire continent untouched. When in human history has that ever happened without a powerful reason? Satellite images that raised eyebrows. In 2016, NASA released satellite imagery of Antarctica to the public. At first glance, it looked ordinary. That's ice, snow, shadows. But independent researchers noticed something strange. Under a mile of ice, there was geometrical formation. That's perfectly straight lines, sharp angles, and symmetry. Shapes that resemble structures. NASA later dismissed it as natural ice formations. But here's the problem. Nature is chaotic, random, imperfect, as we all know. Perfect symmetry is rare. And when it does appear, it usually involves intelligence. So the question remains, what is buried beneath Antarctica ice? Operation Highjump, the mission that ended too fast. Let's rewind to 1946. World War II had just ended. War has exhausted, resources are stretched thin. And yet, United States launched Operation Highjump, one of the largest military expeditions in history. 4,700 military personnel, 13 ships, submarines, air carriers. All sent to Antarctica. Official explanation was cold weather training and research. And that explanation does not hold up. The mission was scheduled for 6 months. It ended after just 8 weeks. Abruptly, no clear reason given. Admiral Richard, who led the expedition, later gave an interview where he warned of aircraft capable of flying from pole to pole at incredible speed. That statement had no sense in 1946. There was no known craft capable of that. So what did they say encounter? And why was the mission cut short without explanation? Next is the map that should not exist. So let's talk about something that completely breaks official history. The Piri Reis map. Created in 1513 by an Ottoman admiral. This map depicts parts of South America, Africa, and Antarctica without ice. Let's that sink in. Antarctica was officially discovered in 1820. So how did a map from 1513 show its coastline? Not roughly, not vaguely, but with astonishing accuracy. Later analysis suggested something even more disturbing. The coastline on the map matches Antarctica as it would look beneath the ice, meaning the source material for that map may have come from a time when Antarctica was ice-free. Scientists now admit Antarctica was ice-free around 6,000 years ago, which leads to a terrifying possibility. But if a civilization existed before recorded history, and what if its remains are frozen beneath Antarctica? The blurred continent. Another question nobody answers. Google Earth, Google Street View. Almost every corner of planet is visible. Even remote deserts, even war zones, even military bases, but Antarctica? No. Large areas are blurred, blocked, or missing entirely. Why? If there is something there, why hide it? Next is modern activity that does not add up. We are told Antarctica is untouched, but that's not entirely true. It has dozens of research stations run by United States, Russia, China, and European nations. Satellites constantly monitor the region. Deep ice drilling projects go kilometers below the surface. Officially, it's about climate change, but leaked reports suggest something else. Drilling operations illegally detected metallic objects, unusual electromagnetic readings, heat signatures where there should not be any. Not confirmed but also never cleared denied. Why you can't just go there? You can travel almost everywhere on Earth, but Antarctica you need permits, approved guides, pre-approved routes. You are never allowed to wander freely. Even private expeditions are tracked, watched, restricted. That level of control is not normal, unless there is something that must remain unseen. The real fear. Some scientists believe Antarctica holds the key to Earth's true history. The history where humanity is not first advanced civilization. Our timeline is incomplete. Our understanding of progress is wrong. But if that truth came out, it would not just change science, it would shake religion, collapse power structures, rewrite everything we think we know. Control depends on narrative, and Antarctica threatens that narrative. A locked world at the bottom of the world. So maybe Antarctica is not just frozen land, maybe it's a vault. A vault sealed by ice, guarded by treaties, protected by silence. And until humanity is ready, the ice stays frozen, the expedition stays limited, and truth stays buried. Because sometimes the most dangerous secrets are not hidden underground. They are hidden in a plain sight. If this video makes you question what we are being told, you are not alone. And this channel exists to ask the questions others are too afraid to ask. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.